My name is Maggie Berry, and as Gillian said, I am the SME procurement lead for an organisation called Enterprise Nation, and I am very much championing our work supporting small businesses who are successfully operating in both corporate and public sector supply chains. I have worked in what I would call inclusive sourcing for over 15 years, and I am passionate about how we can help small sell to big and big to buy from small. So at the end of this, please do come and have a chat with us. We're on in the construction zone. Very happy to discuss, chew the fat, share ideas, but this is a topic that is very close to my heart. And indeed, helping small businesses to sell their stuff, for me, is one of the most important parts of the small business ecosystem. Enterprise Nation have been helping people to start up and grow and develop their businesses for over 20 years now. They work across the UK and have a community of, they reach nearly 1 million small businesses every year. There's all sorts of resources, expertise, advice, and they deliver programming day in, day out. If you don't know them, please have a look at them and check out their website. But the program that I'm here to talk to you about today that we are delivering is called Supply Connect. And it is specifically designed to help the UK government's big strategic suppliers to buy more from SMEs, so from small businesses. Other large corporates can get involved as well, and government departments and local authorities, but really what we're trying to get into are these big corporates who get a lot of money from government and how we can flow those opportunities down to small businesses. We really want to help small businesses thrive and really grow their awareness of commercial opportunities in both public and private sector supply chains. The programme is being delivered collaboratively with Enterprise Nation and with Newable. It's supported by JP Chase, the American Investment Bank. It's part of a £40 million investment that they've made into inclusive economic growth in the UK. I feel very privileged to be able to work on the project. We didn't get 40 million from them, but we have got some funding. And I'm really delighted to be at the event here with STP Scotland at their Meet the Buyer event. You're probably all going to know this. Accessing public sector contracts, it can really act like an accelerator for small and medium-sized businesses. Yes, it can be complex, but once you're on there, they're really solid, they're reliable, they're a really good source of income for small businesses, and a really good incentive to help them invest and develop their processes and technologies, help them grow local jobs, all that kind of good stuff. You probably know, and if you don't, SMEs are the backbone of the UK economy. They make up 99% of businesses here in the UK, and SMEs employ something like 16 million people. But when it comes to public sector spend, the bottom line is not enough of it is going into the hands of small businesses. And I individually, on my day-to-day, but through the Supply Connect programme, through the work of Enterprise Nation, indeed, I know at the heart of everything that STP Scotland's doing, we want to put more money into the hands of small businesses. We know that greater SME involvement leads to better competition, better innovation, as well as better value for money for the taxpayer. We know that some of the UK's SMEs have some of the most agile, innovative new products and services that can really turbocharge the public sector problems and help solve them. Now, if you were in the room just a second ago with Rob Vaughan from DFT, I think he was talking about the Procurement Act. It came into force last year, and it's really designed. One of the key tenets is to help more small and medium-sized businesses win more business with the UK government. There's something like 300 billion. It's probably a bigger figure than that, but there's a massive amount of spend out there that we really want to be able to help more small businesses be aware of and have access to. And the Procurement Act really puts SME inclusion firmly at the centre of that work. There's all sorts of things there. I'm not a complete expert on all the different frameworks. I know that Rob's talking about DPS, all these different kind of things. This programme that we're doing at Supply Connect is that really designed that the large corporates will do all that work getting onto the frameworks, and then the smaller opportunities that are more relevant for SMEs will then flow through to the smaller businesses. So this work is all really in support of the positive changes that the government's already making to really transform public procurement. And what we're viewing is that Supply Connect is really going to try and help those dots to support more small businesses being ready to bid and then linking them into opportunities that are relevant for them. It's a really new programme. It only launched in October. We've had over 1,000 small businesses sign up since then, and I really hope that some of you in the room will consider signing up after this. So, Designed to help the UK government strategic suppliers. We want to make it easier for them to meet and connect with you and for them to open up their opportunities to you. There's issues on both sides that need help. This is not about fixing SMEs. This is about looking holistically at the whole system and about all the different processes and changes that need to be made to make it more easier for a small business to know what the opportunities are, to access them, but to be ready to access them at the right time. This is all in support of the UK government's expectations around advancing inclusive procurement and meeting those spend targets for SMEs. Some of you might have seen in the news, I think it was last month, that lots of central government departments have now published their SME action plans about their goals to buy more from SMEs. If there's certain government departments that you're interested in, go online, have a look, see what they're saying individually at those departments about what they want to buy. For us, we want to really simplify it, how larger entities engage, how they meet you, how they connect with you, build those relationships and get to the point where when you're ready, that there's a match on those opportunities. Now, a core focus, which I'm going to come on to second, is working with SMEs, but we do have a lot of support for the buyers. So for the buyers in the room, there's one or two hands. We are running a series of SME supply chain forum roundtable events. Our next one is in London on the 9th of July. It's with the Small Business Minister, Blair McDougall MP, and the SMEs Crown Representative, Shirley Cooper. If any of you have colleagues locally based in London who would like to go, please come and talk to us about it. It's a really safe space for buyers to kind of share their challenges and work out how they can move things forward and really move that dial and open up the opportunities for SMEs. So as with many programs, there's an online platform which connects buyers and small businesses together. There are data feeds on the platform to share open opportunities from things like Contracts Finder and Find a Tender, but also from an organisation called Tussle. And we're able to share visibility on contracts that large corporates have won, so you know what's already out there in the market and whether there's business out there that you might be able to support. There's templates and guidance to help prepare small businesses on things like cybersecurity insurance. There's maybe things very similar. There's loads of great support from STP Scotland. There's probably a bit of crossover, but there's lots of good stuff there. There are online, there's in-person events, there's meet the buyer events. Have a look. Obviously biased because I'm working on it, but I would suggest if it sounds like it could be interesting for you, please register. It's all free and funded by JP Morgan Chase. The next set of webinars that are coming up are a series of what I've described as doing business with type webinars. So we've got a number of the large corporate strategic suppliers talking about what they buy, how you individually get involved with them. So look out for them. When you register, you do a short diagnostic about your business to really understand where your business is and how ready you are to knock on the door of some of these large organisations. What we can help you to do is understand where the gaps are in your knowledge or your experience, and you can access one-on-one support from a group of advisors within the Newable team, who's the other partner that we're working on. What we found from the SMEs, that this one-on-one support is hugely beneficial, just some targeted time to really understand what do we need to change. If I just tweak that, that'll make a massive difference. And we're already seeing success from the bids that are going out, even increasing the number of bids, but also bid wins and getting feedback. It's all free. Please have a look at it. Please make the most of all the support that's out there. And I think for me, the developing that best practice and support for the SMEs, combined with the work that we're doing with the large corporates as well, together can really turbocharge the opportunities for SMEs, and that's what I'm really wanting to see. Now, if you don't know who the strategic suppliers are, this is who they are. So this is the strategic suppliers to the UK government. There's 39 of them. This is an image from Tussle, who I mentioned earlier. So from things like paper clips to military hardware, like contracting authorities are spending a lot of money with these organisations. And that's what they are designated as strategic suppliers. There's not a formal definition, but essentially they typically are getting over £100 million from UK government. They provide really essential products and services that if something happened would be really pretty difficult to deal with, whether that's tech, defence, FM, and the government actively manages the relationship with these organisations, and they've each got what you call a Crown representative that looks after them. It's just a bit of background so you know who they are, but the Supply Connect programme is aimed at helping these firms buy more from SMEs. So this is the group of the large corporates that we're looking to connect you to. We are also working with other large corporates who are, say, very big in government supply chains, maybe not just quite in this top 39, as well as other local authorities or public sector departments directly. But I wanted to share this because it's quite a specific it's quite a specific group. And if you don't know Tussle, definitely have a look at their website as well. They've got loads of good information on there. I love they very frequently, when new policies and information comes out, they do really good bite-sized kind of breakdowns of what it means and what it means for small businesses. So definitely have a look at them. So hold that one in mind. These are the organisations we're looking to connect you to. Now, I'm also very briefly going to show you the platform, but I've absolutely opted for a low-tech approach. And I've basically put some screenshots in of the platform. But what I really hope you'll do is, like, later this week or the next couple of weeks, you will actually go online, register, and have a look at the platform for yourself. So this is what the homepage looks like. There's more information. In fact, I think there's maybe a video of me further down the page as well, so you can hear me talking at rates about this project. But that's the homepage. You then, once you've registered, you have access to a dashboard, which is where your information is sitting. But as you scroll down that page, you'll see all the different kinds of information that is on there, including, there's the buyer profiles. So the large corporates have a profile about their business. You can also see other SMEs. So a few people I've talked to today are like, it'd be great to partner and do things together. You can search for SMEs. You give permission to share. You don't have to be visible to other SMEs, but I'm a big proponent of networking. I think more things happen that way. There's also all the different events and resources that are all in one space. And then I think I've got an example buyer profiles. This one's Mott MacDonald. It's really short and sweet, bit of an overview, links out to their website. But on the page with the buyers, it also links to contracts that are linked to them, ones they've won, ones that are maybe upcoming, and they're all linked, and you can see them all on their page. And then an SME they're short profiles as well, so easy to build when you're putting that together. But I decided to go for a very low-tech approach because I didn't want to make it more complicated. That is the sign-up link. So please have a look at the website, share your details, but also please do come and have a chat with us at the end. In preparation for today, I reached out to some of the strategic suppliers that we're working with, and I basically asked them, what are your top tips? I'm going to be talking to a room of SMEs. What are your top tips for them? So I've got 3 areas of top tips. I hope they'll be useful for you. So the first piece of advice is to align to central government agendas and the language that they are using. So whether that's AI, data, sustainability, social value, look in your industry sectors and understand what are some of the key themes that are coming out for your industry sectors, and really anchor your messaging to current UK priorities. So I don't know, in the tech world, whether that is AI-enabled data efficiency, cloud, cybersecurity, whatever it is, you need to know your industry sector and really do a bit of research and understand where your organisation can fit, and mirror that wording from strategies that are relevant to your industry. So this one is kind of aligned from a tech sector side to do with the AI strategy and the AI opportunities plan. So look for that in the industry that you're in. So that is aligning to the wording that the government is using for your industry. Second area is around linked to frameworks, but essentially telling your story well. So with the help of definitely STP Scotland, Supply Connect, other organisations, get onto the right frameworks that are for your business, or collaborate with organisations that are on there. I did see that the Government Commercial Agency are here today, so please make sure and talk to them. They run a lot of the frameworks, and they are well used. When you talk to buyers, that's one of their go-to places first. So a lot of spend is managed that way. But really think about your use cases, your case studies, and how you really articulate well what you do, what impact your business has. And I hear this a lot. Don't say you can do everything. Really hone in on a few key things, or 1 or 2 key things. Don't make your messaging too complicated. And the advice from the strategic players was use really clear outcomes. For the examples were like hours saved, like backlog reduced, money saved, client happiness, but also think about carbon and whether the stuff there about being environmentally friendly. But I know sometimes telling your story can be hard when you're right in the middle of it, but you really need to spend time getting that right. So when you have 2 minutes with a strategic supplier, they understand really quickly and easily what you do. And then the final bit, don't go it alone. Team up with larger suppliers. Hopefully Supply Connect with help with things like that, and think about how you can collaborate and co-sell and come up with case studies, maybe deliver joint webinars, offer your insight and advice. I've said that to a few SMEs that I've spoken to today, and really share examples of how you've really had that success in the public sector. I know, and I said it earlier, this is not easy. It's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it all the time. It's not for the faint-hearted, but my goodness, there are lots of opportunity. There's more than £300 billion worth of opportunities. There are lots to go around. So please take advantage of the support on offer from all of the work that STP Scotland do. Have a look at Enterprise Nation. Have a look at the Supply Connect platform. And if tapping on the door, knocking on the door of UK central government is something you're interested in, please come and have a chat with us today. Get your business registered with Supply Connect. I would love to be able to support you. So for the large suppliers in the room, come and have a chat with us. If you want to buy from more SMEs, we'll help you do that. For the small businesses in the room, please take advantage of the support. The fact that you're here today means I'm already slightly preaching to the converted, but please make the most of it all. From my perspective, I'm biased. I think this is a really interesting programme because it covers both sides, and really trying to bring them together and move the needle on this. So thank you very much to STP Scotland for the opportunity today. Enjoy. We're in the construction zone. Please come and have a chat with myself, my colleagues Natalia and Raj. Raj's at the back as well. And if you have any questions about the programme, we are here to help and we'd love your feedback.